对。
No, teacher, I went to the wrong class just now.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Now finally you come back.
Yeah.
Finally you come back. That's good.
Okay.
Okay. Now last time, did you see, did you watch the video I sent you?
Yes, the video, America,
Yes,
US, US.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I want to know your feelings. Okay. Actually, Dario used a very simple language to express how the business, how the business business cycle works. Okay. Actually, I think it is regarding to the domestic business cycle. Now, broadly speaking, it is also the case with the international economy. Okay. Now, I would like to have your to have your feelings about that. Okay. Hi, Li Shuai, are you there? Hi, Li Shuai.
Yes, Lao Chi, I'm here.
Hi. What's your feelings?
About video.
About video, yes. And that means how do you understand the business cycle or economic functions, economic works domestically? Okay.
Every every no, many of governments want to earn from another country's natural gases also and like that. And this video also about how USA make money from other country.
Okay. Yeah. And do you think that is, how about your country? How about how does the economic function in your country? Is it the same as that is same as that of in the United States, or there are some differences between them?
No, I think it's a different system because we only the developing country, and we developing country, and we don't have any aim to earn from another nation's natural resources. So it's not the same.
It is not the same, okay?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Hi, 大家好，任黛西，are you there？黛西，任黛西，are you there？Are you online now？黛西，can you hear me？任黛西，can you hear me？
He's busy, I think. He's busy.
He's busy. Hi, 秀婷，秀婷，are you there？ Haven't hear you for a long time. Hi, 秀婷，秀婷。Okay. What's your feelings about that video? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you clearly. Excuse me, hey, 秀婷. I cannot hear you clearly. Hi, Jolali. Jolali, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Tell me about your feelings. Okay.
I think that the economic machine works with the with credit. Credit is the fuel that powers the economic machine. By that I mean that when someone's income starts getting higher, they take a credit, and when they take a credit, their expenses start getting higher. And when someone's expense start getting higher, on the other hand, others' income start getting high. And when that happens, the economic machine starts rolling.
Okay. Okay. Good. Hi, Mu Ameng. Are you there? Mu Ameng. Baya.
My opinion about that, it's open market economy. It's always work like this. It's doesn't matter what's happened with other people, with economy of other countries. Just make profit only by yourself, and it's basically how America works. It's very different than my country because my country is very poor in both countries, and we basically make a credit steps by China, by Russia, and it's very different system.
Oh, it is very different. A different system. Okay. Hi, Wang Song. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could you share your feelings with all of us?
Yes, sir. In the video, they say that the real enemy of people or the countries is the war of machines or and the industry of military. So the real enemy of people is not the other countries, is the production of guns, etc.
Okay. How about you, Nazam?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
and-
please.
And I can say that now you say try to be like more powerful state and use their power, their weapons to make maybe conflicts or something like influence to politics, different political situation.
Anything else?
Yes, I think you say influence the political situation in different countries, like using mass media and their power.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay. Chen Zilong. Zilong, are you there? Hi, Zilong. 陈子龙。
老师是金融吗？
陈子龙。
不是金融，子龙。
子龙。Now please. Hi, Zilong. Can you hear me?
No.
I can't hear.
You cannot hear. I can hear you. Hi,
I
Zilong.
can't.
Hi, Bilin.
Hi, teacher.
You can share your feelings with share your standpoint with all of us, okay? About how the economic machine functions or works.
In my opinion, in this world, there is two types of economy. One is the free economy, free market, Okay, another one is plan market. Okay, another one is plan market. It depends on whether your whether you choose which market you prefer. But nowadays, I think most of the country they perform the mix economy. They all the not everyone 100% use the free economy. Not everyone 100% use the plan economy. They mix it some area like hospital, schools, like all these things. Okay, they use it on plan economy. Okay, while some others they'll use the free economy. I think it's like that. That's my
Okay,
opinion.
that's good. Part of now to be frank, I partially agree with you. I partially agree with you. Just you divided the make a you defer the traditional the market model. You know that it is the free
Yes.
market. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. Hi, Jinrong. Would you share your opinion with us? Jinrong. Chen Jinrong.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now please.
The question is about the economy, is it?
Yeah, no, the video I gave you last time. Okay,
Oh,
the video
to me,
how economic machine works.
economic machine works.
Yes, I gave you last time.
Um,
Have you watched it?
yes, yes. In my opinion, I feel like economic machine works in a way. It's like how do you say? It's like in the matrix. Okay. Everything is seed, and then is how to say a very less loophole for you to escape, and then it's like an opposite of shadow economy, because shadow economy refers to the how to say economic activities that take place outside the formal economy and therefore is not regulated or taxed by the government. So the machine economy is something that the government knows that what you're up to, how much is your income, or so on and so forth. So for the shadow economy, they can include a range of activities such as underground economy transaction, unreported income, and undeclared work. So size differences of machine economy and shadow economy can vary greatly from countries to countries, and is often difficult to accurately measure. So some of the factors can contribute to the shadow economy include high tax rate regulation, weak enforcement laws and regulations. While it can, like, the shadow economy can provide employment opportunities, but then machine economy can only, like, be employed when you have a certain amount of the acceptance by the society. So that's the difference, in my opinion.
Okay, good. I think I will tell you my feelings about that video. That how does the economic machine work? Actually, I think the background of this video or the premises. The premise is that this video is based on the I think that is the free. I think how to say that is the free market economy. Okay, just like the U.S. and some EU countries. Okay, EU countries. Actually, I think that is the money, the money, what to say, that is the capital plays the critical role in the cycle of the of the economy. Okay, of the economy. Okay. I think that is the the government, and also we can see that the government role in the cycle of the economy. And nowadays, I think most of the countries are enforced. Actually, when we were learning the principle of economics, we know that there are almost I think that is the several types of market, okay, that is the perfect the perfect market, the perfect competition market, competitive market, right? And also there are the monopolistic market, and also there are oligopolistic market, okay, oligopolistic market, okay. Also, there are several business type. There's for a whole society, we have the free market economy. Free market economy just mentioned by the Billion. Also, there are the what's it called? That is the socialist economy. Also, there are a third type. We see that most of the countries are belonging to the blended type of the economy,
Yeah.
right? Blended, okay. Then the government and the market, they will show their power in the whole cycle, show their functions. They are functioning in the business cycle, no matter the China or nor the Western countries, you know that. Now, since the last round of the financial crisis taken place in 2008, we can see that the government here and there in the world, they are strengthening their power in governing the economy, especially in supervising the financial market. Okay, and also we can see that in the post-pandemic era, or during the period of the pandemic, we can see that the government was playing a very, very central role or important role in eradicating the disease, okay, or define the COVID-19. Also, now we can see now the U.S. government, okay, they organize some of organize their allies, okay, to to levy the sanctions on Russia, okay, on Russia, just because of, basically, I think these actions are out of the economic reasons, okay. That is the geopolitical and economic reasons, okay. So that we have to have, so as a masters in international economics or international trade or international marketing, we do need to have a profound understanding about the business cycle and how the economic machine works. Okay, that is my point. Okay, I think that is very important for you to know about that. Okay, this from today on, we are going to study chapter 2. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, teacher. Chapter 2.
Okay, good.
No problem.
Okay. Now in chapter 2, we are going to learn the merchant distribution trade. Okay, the trade based on absolute advantage. That is the classical theory of international trade. Okay, and trade based on comparative advantage, David Ricardo. Okay, and the comparative advantage and opportunity cost, and the basis for and the gains from trade and the constant cost. And empirical test of the Ricardo model. Okay, there are some basic questions. Okay, I think the basic question: what is the basis for trade, and what are the gains from trade? What is the pattern of trade? Okay, now I give you 5 minutes to think about the. I give you 2 minutes to think about the first question. What is the basis for trade? What is the basis for trade?
Mm-mm.
What is the basis? What is the basis for trade?
Mm,
Hi, Billy. What would
think
you like to
is
say?
a seller, a buyer. I mean, am I right? Seller and a buyer. I mean, where there's a need, there's a where there's a need, there's a production.
What is the basis for trade?
Mm. Where a seller sell a stuff to another person, to a buyer, that is where trade begin. There's a
Okay,
seller and
I think this is the actually this is the questions of the I think that is the microeconomics, right? Or principle of economics. Okay, you can think about that. What is the basis for trade?
Mm, let me think about it. Let me think about it.
Think about it. Okay.
Um,
Any others?
trade. Where there's a price. Like if you want to buy a thing, everything has a price.
Okay, the basis for trade. That is the first one. That is the.
So I think the basis of trade is each party can specialize in what they are relatively better at production.
Production.
Producting.
No, producting.
The basis for trade. There is a just now I mentioned there the goods. Okay, that means production, right? The goods, and I think that is the you have the goods, and also you have the desire to exchange, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Have desire, and also there is there needs a the free mobilization of the production factors. Okay, yeah, that means that is the you that is there is a environment for trade. Okay, I think the basis there is a market, the demand and there is a demand, the supply, and there is a labor of the division of labor. Okay. So, and the second question, what are the gains from trade? What are the gains from trade? Jiro. Jiro, could you answer this question? What are the gains from trade?
Gains of trade. Value.
The gains
from
the
trade.
value, you can whatever you like, you can see. The value. What's the value mean? What does the value mean?
Something that you earn from others. Something they earn from others. Like, I want, like for example, I'm hungry. I want food, and then I gain the things that I want from the trade. Then that is the value. And the guy who sell me the food, he gets the money to buy other things.
Yes, that's right. That actually the first one that is the visible gains from the trade, that is money. Okay. Also another visible gains, that is to satisfy the need for the other people, right? For the people.
Yes.
Right. There are also
Yes.
some invisible gains from trade. International trade we also gets the I think that is the trade and services. Okay, that is the trade. The trade, international trade, includes the invisible trade and visible trade. Okay, and invisible trade, including the service. You know that the service. Okay, so we can get some managerial experiences from the invisible trade or the service trade, from the service trade. Okay. For example, there's some there's some the bank with the world reputation established or set up their branches in China. You know that, and the other Chinese people or some of the business or enterprises, they can enjoy the services provided by the multinational banks, cross-border banks. Okay, and also they can that is also the gains from the trade. Okay, from the trade. Okay, and the third question is, what the pattern of trade? What is the pattern of trade?
Pattern of trade.
It is hard to say, huh?
It's too much to say.
Too much to say. Okay, now please. Hi, Billy.
Pattern of trade. Like a lot of aspect I can say. Like import, export, import, export. Am I right? am I answering the question? Pattern of trade, import, export.
That
and
is
then
trade.
trade. Pattern of trade. Like since that I'm major in international trade and economy, I learned a lot of like settlement, international settlement stuff, like the CIF, FCA, and a lot of those Incoterms. Okay, it shows the pattern of trade. Yeah. Like import and export, we have a lot of kinds of import export. The way how we export the goods to other people, to other people, or how do we import the things that we want from others? Depends on the way you import and export. I think that is called the pattern of trade. Like through shipping, okay, through shipping, through flight, like yeah, like through flight, or through like train, like that kind of pattern of trade. That is what I can get.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Who would like to? Anybody else? Anybody else want to say something?
Mm.
Okay. Also, we can see that assume two nation, two good world. Okay. 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 The first things for first, we take a look at it, the market list views on trade. Okay. What is the marketalism? Okay. What marketalism? Okay. The economic philosophy in 17th and 18th centuries in English, Spain, French, Portugal, and Netherlands. How much do you know about these countries in 17th or 18th century? England, Spain, France, Portugal, and the Netherlands.
Free economy, mercantilism.
They are all the economic power during that period, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is the England, Spain. Okay, they expand their territory all over the world. Okay.
Yes.
And also there is the war took place between the England and Spain, right? Okay, in Spain and Portugal, the king of these two countries, they sent their own how to say that? How to say that? That is the what do I say? There is, I think that is the navigator. Okay, they send their own navigator to all of the world. Okay, and also Netherlands is famous for its fleets. For its fleets. Okay, and also these countries, they hold the mercantilist views on trade. Okay, what are the what are the contents of the mercantilist views? What are the views? They believe that nation could become rich and powerful only by exporting more than it imported. Okay, the government encourage the export. Okay, to earn the money, earn the gold during that time. I think during that period. Okay, the gold and silver. Okay, and they strictly restricted the importation. Okay, just make the money. They want to keep the large amount of the trade surplus, not the deficit. Okay, export surplus. And what are the holdings of the mechanism? Okay, the first one, export surpluses brought inflow of gold and silver. Okay, the inflow just not mentioned, and the trade policy, that is to encourage exports and restrict imports. I also mentioned it just now. Okay, one nation gained only at the expense of another. It sounds like the game theory. Okay, that is the zero game. Okay, the zero game theory. Okay, one country gets the gold and silver, the other will lose that. Okay. What the mercantilism measure wealth of nation by stock precious metal is possessed. That is the accumulation of the gold and silver. Okay. That is the standard to measure the national wealth. Okay. I think there are big differences between the mercantilist views on trade and the nowadays people and the people in nowadays. Okay. And today we measure wealth of the nation by its stock of human, man-made and natural resources available for producing goods and services. Okay. And we also address the modern technology or high tech. Okay. The high tech's role in the in producing goods and services. Okay. Such as the CHG, I think the automatic or the robots and things like that. Okay. The greater the stock of resources, the greater the flow of goods and services to satisfy human wants and the higher standard of living. Okay. This is the mercantilist views of trade. Okay. I think this is the mercantilist views on trade is the first classical international trade theory. And I think it is quite easier for you to understand. Okay. And the trade based on absolute advantage. Okay. It is put forward by Adam Smith. Okay. And in some textbooks, they call it that is the Adam Smith model. Okay. Okay. If you were to build a model of international trade, where would you start? An obvious place to begin is to look at the world around us. Okay. Perhaps the economic behavior that we observe can be generalized to explain the interaction of nations. Actually, this is what Adam Smith, a Scottish professor, did prior to writing The Wealth of Nations. Okay. His great piece of work is The Wealth of Nations. Okay. If you have time, you can read it. Okay. Maybe you can get some enlightenment from that great piece of work. What he saw was a world where factories were becoming important tools of production. Okay. The chief advantage of factories in Smith's eyes was that each worker specialized in a certain task. Okay. As a result of specialization, the output of the factory far exceeded the sum of what each worker would produce by working on his or her own. Okay. And Smith's job, this process the division of labor, and his example to illustrate the dramatic advantages that can be obtained through such division. Suppose the world as a factory that is capable of producing a large variety of goods. Okay, how much production would occur in the world if each country remained in autarky? This would be similar to the production of a number of individuals, each making pains all by themselves. Consider instead how much more production there would be if countries specialized in the production of only a few goods, just as workers in a factory specialize in few tasks. Okay, now here comes a very important theory, that is the international division of labor. Okay, an international division of labor, similar to the division found in factories, could lead to a level of world production that would far exceed the sum of autarky production levels. The surplus produced in this situation could then be divided between countries through international trade, so that all would have more than they would without trade. Okay, what is the international the definition of the international division of labor? That is specialization by nations in production of only a few goods. A few goods. Okay, this is the okay. A nation has absolute advantage over another nation if it can produce a commodity more efficiently. Okay, well, one nation has absolute advantage in production of commodity, but an absolute disadvantage with respect to another nation in a second commodity. Both nations 爸爸在上课。Sorry, my daughter, it's too noisy.
It's okay, never mind.
My daughter, okay, my little daughter.
Continue.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it's changed. Both nations can gain by specializing in their absolute advantage goods and exchanging part of the output for the community of its absolute disadvantage. Okay, this is the absolute advantage. Okay, now example. Canada is efficient in growing wheat, inefficient in growing bananas. Nicaragua is efficient in growing bananas, inefficient in growing wheat. Canada has absolute advantage in wheat. Nicaragua has absolute advantage in bananas. Mutually beneficial trade can take place if both countries specialize in their absolute advantage. Okay, this is the example to illustrate the trade based on absolute advantage. I sincerely hope that you want to make explanation on a very it seems so academic theory or definition. I strongly advocate you that you can use the example to illustrate that definition or theory. Okay, so it will make the audience easier to understand. Okay, specialization and the trade advantage of both countries. Okay, just like I mentioned, there is a very important theory or definition, that is the international division of labor. Okay, I think that the marginal contribution, the marginal academic contribution for Adam Smith theory is that the international division of labor. Okay. Adam Smith and other classical economists advocated policy of laissez-faire. That is the laissez-faire trade, also laissez-faire free market, or minimal government interference with economic activity. Okay. He believes there is an invisible hand in the laissez-faire economy to supervise or to function in the market, okay, or in the business cycle. Okay, they advocate the minimal or no government interference with economic activity. Actually, Adam Smith theory, the absolute advantage theory, took place when the United Kingdom is the only superpower in the world. Okay, this theory is underwriting for the British government, okay, to expand or to invade into the other countries to expand their market for their oversurplus merchandise, such as the textile products. Okay. Free trade would cause world resources to be utilized most efficiently, maximizing world welfare. Okay, we can see that is the trade based on absolute advantage. Adam Smith, okay, the weight the US can produce 6 bushels, 1 labor hour. Okay, for the cloth, okay, 4 years for 1 labor hour. Okay, the UK can produce 1 bushel's weight for labor hour, and 5 years cloth for labor hour. That means we can see that the US absolute advantage is producing the 6 bushels weight in hour. Also, the UK's absolute advantage is the cloth. Okay, the US has absolute advantage over UK in weight. The UK has absolute advantage over US in cloth. Okay, both nations can gain from specialization in production trade. Okay, and the only premise is that they can trade. Okay, Okay, this is the I think that is the a basic view of Adam Smith's the theory of the absolute advantage. Where we also can see that is Adam Smith's model for international trade. Okay. The core standpoint for this theory is the international division of labor. Okay. Now next we come to the next theory. Okay, that is the law of the competitive advantage. It was put forward by David Ricardo, the student of of Adam Smith. Okay, of Adam Smith. Even if one nation is less efficient, then the other nation in production of both commodities, there is still a basis for mutually beneficial trade. Okay. That is the comparative advantage, not the absolute advantage. Okay. Okay, we can see that. Okay. UK has the absolute disadvantage in both goods. Since now we get from the above table, this table, very simple table, the US production, the UK production. Okay, the weighted cloth. Okay. For the US, they have the advantage in producing both goods. Okay, over the UK. Okay, that means the UK has absolute disadvantage in both goods. Since UK labor is half as productive in cloth, but 6 times less productive in weight compared to US. We can see that. That means the US productivity in producing cloth, in producing weight, compared to the UK. Okay, and the UK has a comparative advantage in clothes. US has comparative advantage in weight. The original idea of comparative advantage was based on the labor theory of value. The labor theory of value. Okay. The value of price of the commodity depends exclusively on the amount of labor used to produce it. Okay. This is the comparative advantage. Okay. Can use the opportunity cost theory to explain comparative advantage. The cost of a commodity is the amount of a second commodity that must given up to release just enough resources to produce one additional unit of the first community. Okay, I think we have already learned the theory of the opportunity cost in the principle of economics. Okay, the opportunity cost. Okay, we can use the theory of the opportunity cost to illustrate the comparative advantage. Okay, comparative advantage and opportunity cost. A curve that what is the production possibilities frontier? Okay, and we also call it, that is the abbreviation form, that is the PPT. Okay, that is the curve that pictures the alternative combinations of the two commodities nation can produce by pooling all resources with best available technology. Okay, there are many production possibilities along this curve. Okay, possibility of the curve. For different countries, they have the different PPF. Okay. Okay. Constant opportunity costs arise when resources are either perfect substitutes for each other or used in fixed proportion in production of both commodities, and all units of the same factor are homogeneous. Okay, that is the constant opportunity cost. That is the fixed proportion in production. Okay, now we can see that this is the United States, the PPF of the United States. Okay, we can find the point A. Okay, well, you produce the you produce the 90 bushels weight. Also, you can also produce the 60 cloths. Okay, for the United Kingdom, we can see that. Now, from the figure, from the left figure, we can see that the U.S. has the absolute advantage for producing both goods. Okay, compared to that of the United Kingdom. Okay, these are the PPF for the two countries. Okay. Okay. The basis for and the gains from trade and the constant cost. In the absence of trade, a nation's production possibility frontier also represents its consumption frontier. Okay. Increased output resulting from specialization and trade represent nations' gains from trade and allow nations to consume outside production possibilities frontier. Okay. According to the law of the comparative advantage, once trade is allowed between the two countries, each country should move to specialize in the production of its comparative advantage goods, and then export the excess of the production of that good to the other country in exchange for other goods, for the other goods. Okay, here there is the gains from the trade, the gains from trade. We can see that. For the US, it's specialized there in producing the wheat. For the UK, specializing in producing the clothes. Okay. No, just for the US. Okay. The US is specializing in producing the clothes. UK producing the wheat. We can see they after the trade, the US can get more wheat from the United Kingdom. Okay, there is the a new PPF for the US. So is the case with the United Kingdom. Okay, the United Kingdom. Okay, both countries can gain from the trade. Okay, under constant cost conditions, nations will completely specialize in their comparative advantage. Okay, with complete specialization in both nations, the equilibrium relative commodity price of each commodity lies between the free trade. 哎呀，我爸爸在上课。Complete specialization in both nations. The equilibrium comparison is commodity lies between the free trade relative commodity price in each nation. Okay. Now here we can see that. Okay, the equilibrium relative commodity prices with demand and supply. This is the demand, and this is the supply curve. Okay. Okay, we can see the supply is expanded. Okay, is increased. Okay, here we can see that there is the equilibrium point price of E. Okay, and for the UK, there is also the big supply for the clothes. Okay, we can see this. There commodity prices. Okay, that is one. For the weight and for the clothes. Meadowgale argued this empirical test of the Ricardian model. Okay, Meadowgale argued that cost of production will be lower in the US industries, where US labor was more than twice as productive as UK labor. Found a positive relationship between labor productivity and exports. Industries with a relatively productive labor in the US have higher ratios of US to UK exports, supporting, okay, result supported by Barsa, Stern, Globe in later studies. Okay, we can see that is the output per US worker and divided by the output per UK worker. That is the relative labor productivities and comparative advantage United States and the United Kingdom. We can see that is the woolens and worsted spear. Okay, also the output. There are so many products are in these in this figure. We can see that. Okay, and also relative export units cost. Okay, that is productivity. That is the cost. We use the dot figure to express this. Okay.
Okay.
And I think this is the some for the gain here we emphasize there is the basis for trade, that is the reciprocal demand. Okay. The process of the international interaction of demand and supply necessary to produce an equilibrium, that is the international price. Okay, that means just because of trade, the gains, one of the gains from the international trade is that the consumers can buy the weight or the clothes in the world price. Okay, in the world supplies. You know, in David Ricardo's, no matter the absolute advantage theory or the comparative advantage theory, there is a assumption. There are two. The trade takes place between the two countries. Okay, that is the two countries' demand and supply curve are intersected at the world international price. Okay. Okay, and okay, this is the I think this is what I think this is what we learned for this in this class. Okay. Okay, any questions? I think we mentioned it last term, right?
Yeah.
For some classical theory of international trade, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think that is not the. There are so many. I think that is a very complicated pictures or tables. I think well, I will show you next time. Okay. A little bit complicated, I think. Okay. Any questions?
No question.
No questions. Okay. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. Okay, and we can get some result together. Okay. I think okay. If you have no question, I will upload it the PPT after the class. Okay. So that you can review that.